Pay attention. Crock talk. Copy and text. To engage your audience, to move them to become buyers and lovers of what you offer, the value that you provide, you will want to follow this point-to-point-to-point sequence of connection to the brain to get your audience to move, mindfully of course. So I'd like you to consider this challenge ahead. You have 15 seconds to captivate your audience, to intrigue and fascinate them. Every single time someone purchases a product or training or course or service, the buyer expects you to do this specific way. The professionals obviously understand this type of sequence, and the reason they do is because they understand how to captivate their audience in a way that gets them to move toward what it is that they're offering. If you understand this sequence using the parts of the brain, hitting the right parts of the brain that attracts your audience to make them do what it is that you'd like them to do, you will attract, you will fascinate, and you will increase the amount of people that are attracted to you, and you will have a much better time doing what you love because it will be much more effortless and easy in this process of marketing your message effectively. So I'll be sharing with you 3 different examples of crock talk using the 3 different parts of the brain. Now, these 3 parts of the brain are exactly what your audience is going to be experiencing, so pay attention. When information passes the part of the brain for your audience, the first thing that they're going to be listening for is the survival, because information first passes through the brainstem. Example 1 is using primal needs. Next, information passes through the midbrain. This is where the person or audience member is going to be placing you into a social context, trying to determine if they are going to want to listen to you, if they're going to want to pay attention, or if they're not interested at all. The determining factor in the second example, using the midbrain, hits the amygdala. It is the part of the brain that causes a fight or flight response. This is the fear indicator in the brain, and it uses the amygdala. If you pass information to your audience and it stays in the amygdala and it does not move through to the next part, which will come into example 3, your audience member will not want to move forward and will be in fear or not interested in moving forward with what it is that you have to say or what you have to offer. This is because you are triggering the part of the brain that is creating a fight or flight response. This is the amygdala. We do not want to stay there. Example 3 is moving into the next part of the brain, which is the neocortex. After information passes through the brainstem, the midbrain, which is where the amygdala is, it then perhaps will reach into the neocortex, which is the higher level decision-making, problem-solving part of the brain. This is where the decision maker will come to a specific conclusion if they want to connect with you, if they want more of what you have to offer, if you are offering something that will bring them value. The benefit is highly determined using the neocortex. So in example 3, we want to express our message in a way that allows them to feel that yes, this is what they want, to make them feel like this is what they need right now. So just imagine how much more effective you can become as a marketer and contributor of your value to express your message and communicate your message much more clearly by knowing how to captivate your audience and not set them off. This is huge. So we definitely need to be mindful of using text in a way that doesn't create this danger sequence, and that moves beyond the survival mechanism into obviously fascinating the audience so they don't want to ignore it. Then the audience will determine whether or not what it is that you have to say, reading your text, is new and exciting, if it's something that intrigues them, if it's something that gets them excited about what you're doing, if it's something that maybe they've thought they've heard before, but the way that you're showing or expressing it is coming across completely new or innovated. Billions of people right now are using the internet to try to sell something or market some kind of a message. And if you are not using copy and text succinctly, clear, fast, novel, and being super unique, knowing exactly how to express yourselves, then you are obviously missing the boat here. There is a subtle way to move your audience using copy and text that allows them to truly feel from an emotional standpoint what it is that you're offering in a way that truly speaks to them with compassion. Now, the interesting thing is that you can be passionate and you can speak your message extremely well and communicate yourself extremely well, whether that's live or on video online, but you can still not be convincing to your audience on why they need you, on why they should purchase from you. It's a simple formula, a step-by-step formula that can literally be effortless and easy for you once you understand this process and understand how to use this sequence effectively for your message, specifically for your audience, specifically. And again, for those of you who are not yet clear on how to express your message or not yet completely convicted and confident in how to communicate the value of what you are offering, then you are definitely want to connect with us in discussing how our school can help you through this dynamic process. Literally shave years off your learning curve through this unique process that we have created and tested on thousands upon thousands of students. We have worked closely in our school with our team of certified coaches and consultants, with Mike Klingler and myself and our whole team, to discover the best possible, the most easiest way from bridging that gap between where you're at now and where you truly want to become and who you truly want to become in business, the authentic you, speaking authentically from your voice. We have analyzed the process that our students have gone through over the years and are now here to help you become a powerful communicator. And yes, in a matter of months, rather than taking decades and spending tens of thousands of dollars throughout this process. So this is all really important in using text. We have to make sure that it's fresh, that it's invigorating, that it gets the audience to move in some way. Obviously, we don't want to be boring here. So we have to be very quick at this as well. We can't have the text go on and on. We have to hit it in the part of the brain that goes from point to point to point. We have to obviously move very fast. That is how information is traveling. What I like to talk about more is speaking from the place of what it is that you have to offer. So perhaps you are someone who is marketing something else, maybe another product or service. A lot of people I speak to are into essential oils. A lot of our students like to offer essential oils because of what it offers to their clients. However, their whole business model is not based on essential oils. It's actually based on something a lot deeper than that. It's based on connection and offering their clients perhaps healthier options or preventative measures, like learning how to remove the toxins out of their body first, and then selling them on the essential oils that they just care so much about because it works for them. And Deborah came to us. She used to be extremely toxic physically and realized that through detoxing her body and eating healthier and eliminating toxic substances from her body, she realized devised a specific way of finally coming into her health. And then after that, she can offer them specific products and services to the people who are already in her community or already a part of her audience. She can then upsell them on offers or products that perhaps maybe she didn't create on her own, but other products that other people are selling to her. She's a distributor for. So as part of your message, there is something within you that obviously the reason why you're here listening to this is because you have something important that you want to share. Your message is obviously important to you. You are passionate about what you do, or you are passionate about figuring out how to step into more authentically speaking your message to your audience, or communicating the value of what you have to give and share in this lifetime. And I applaud you for taking this moment and really trying to figure out how to do that. So there's a way that we can finally start to step within our bodies, within ourselves, within this higher level thinking to allow our message to be distributed in a way that's effortless for us to give the information, but also is effortless for our audience to feel inspired by what we're offering. And using this type of communication, copy and text, using words to describe our message will automatically trigger a part of the brain that either excites our audience or captivate them, or bores them or doesn't intrigue them at all. Now, obviously, we want to use words and text that allows our audience to really know who we are, know what we're offering, and we want to attract a specific audience. So we use specific words that obviously attract our audience or niche that we're looking to attract. So there's different ways to do this, and this is where we begin the process that we take you through, this dynamic process of working with people intimately through our school with myself, Robyn Linn, with my partner, Mike Klingler, and with our whole team of consultants who are certified coaches who know exactly how to help you put this message together to not just be convincing, but to be mindful in how you're approaching this, to not just speak your message and blah, blah, blah out, whatever it is that you're offering, your value, but to truly speak from a very connected and grounded place. Now, a lot of you who are like me, who are more spiritually grounded than not, then perhaps you've had difficulty in making money selling your spiritual offers or the value that you provide, perhaps as a coach or consultant with more some kind of a spiritual essence. And this is something that we can support you with as well. It's not always easy to put words out there and not sound woo-woo, as Mike will say, with spiritual messages. So you're going to want to use your copy and your text in a way, obviously, as we mentioned earlier, to speak to the croc brain, to allow them to understand what you're saying, but then also to fascinate them, to truly be authentic and mindful of how you're going about this specific sequence. So obviously, we want to be able to help you make money doing something that you love, that you're inspired by, that you're passionate about, to help you engage your audience, to put your message together in a way that moves them to become buyers, that moves them from point to point to point through the sequence of connection. So our school literally takes you through that process, creates this effortless approach to reduce the years upon years of trying to figure it out, whether it's on your own or outsourcing, and as I say, over outsourcing, meaning hiring too many people who don't get collaboratively your vision, and maybe you don't even collectively understand your vision enough to be able to take that next step, making enough money to support yourself with what it is you're doing. So we want to help you become a powerful communicator in your message in a matter of months rather than taking years upon years. We want to help you create concise, novel, and fast copy so that you can share your message in a way that is truly fulfilling for you and all of the people you are here to reach. So here it is. This is Crock Talk. It is part 2 of our Brand You series. Mike and I look forward to connecting with you next on part 3, which is moving into presentation and voice. If you have not yet connected with me, Robyn Linn, personally, and you would like to talk out your vision, or you want more clarity in your message, or you're looking to try to find a way how to bring your offline business online, or you're trying to find a way to synergize your offers, perhaps you don't know how to package all the different types of products or services that you're offering, and you're not quite sure how to hone in all of it into one cohesive structure, well, this is something we can discuss. If you are someone who perhaps lacks the confidence to even call me, well, then this is the time to do it. This is definitely the time. Mike and I are so inspired to connect with those of you who are ready to really, truly step into this new space of expressing your message, connecting to your audience, moving into making money in a more meaningful and mindful way. We are here to help you do that. So in the box below on this page, now I'm using our Brand Me tool. This is something our students get to use to help attract leads and make sales, and we can talk more about that. And you'll hear us talking more about that using the Brand Me tool. But I'd like you in the box below to let me know and let Mike and I know either what it is that you're working on, what it is that your goals are specifically with your business or your brand, or if you just like simply some clarity as to how to go about your next step and what it is that you could be doing potentially with the next step of your branding and your business and your marketing. This is something that I will be able to support you with in a 25 to 45 minute consultation. I'm offering them to those of you who respond to this message in the box below, and I'm looking forward to connecting with those of you. I'm only doing this for free for a limited time over the next 2 weeks before Mike and I close up our Brand You group with our 25 students. So again, Robyn Linn, Crock Talk, moving your audience toward your products, your valuable services, the amazing offers that you are here to provide with them with, and allowing them to take action on what it is that you're doing using copy and text. I look forward to connecting with you and speaking with you soon. Again, Robyn Linn, being you.